clown, coon, sellout, house Negro, bootlicker. I cannot have no remorse for people like this man.
Sweater to the truth, nothing but the truth. Put my hands on the Bible, y'all point me to the booth. Sweater to the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, when the Republican Party of Georgia moved Herschel Walker from Texas to Georgia so that he could run for Senate, it's because change was taking too fast in the post-antebellum South. The state had been flipped blue, and there are some principalities that were not prepared for a black man and a Jewish man to go to Senate at the exact same time. So they figured that they would delude us by picking somebody who they thought would in fact represent us better with a football than with a degree in philosophy. They thought we were so slow, that we were so stupid, that we would elect the lowest caricature of a stereotypical broken black man as opposed to somebody who is educated and erudite and focused. Y'all ain't ready for me today. Since Herschel Walker was 16 years old, white men been telling him what to do, telling him what school to go to, where to live, where to eat, where to buy a house, where to run, where to sit down, where to sleep, where to pay for abortions, where to buy a gun. And you think they not gonna tell him how to vote? In 2022, we don't need a walker, we need a runner. We need somebody who gonna run and tell the truth about January 6th. We need somebody who gonna run and push for the cancellation of student loan debts. We need somebody who gonna run and make the former president respond to a subpoena. We don't need a walker, we need somebody who will be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding, knowing that your labor is not in vain. Georgia, I need you to know the slave Negroes y'all are used to don't live here no more. We can think for ourselves, function for ourselves, and vote for ourselves. Why? Because we don't need a war.
These are the true enemies of the people. They care nothing about the people at all. All they care about is their pockets, their money, their fame, their platforms, and themselves. There's real congressmen out here that really care about people, that truly care to see people prospering. This dude right here, first off, he's not a congressman. He's supposed to be a pastor, for one. What pastor do you know supports abortion? What pastor do you know will get it in the pulpit and talk about another man like this? Not only another man, but another man that's your same skin color. This is the type of stuff that we're talking about right here, the people that we're dealing with. And I have no remorse for people like this because they are the enemies of the people. The moment that we try to walk off the plantation, or we try to get off the plantation, you have a house Negro like this, a coon like this, a sellout like this, who's going to inform the massa what's going on or what you're doing so the massa can bring you back and whip you in front of the people. Now, I forgive everybody and I pray for everybody, and that's most definitely what I'm going to do for this man, because I am a man of God. But we have to call these things out for what they actually are, because the truth of the fact of the matter is that these people are anti-Christ, whether they know it or they're not. Whether they are anti-Christ, and they are all for ushering in a demonic agenda that's going to enslave all of mankind. And we, as the body of Christ especially, have to be the ones to call these people out, to call this out in defense of the church and defense of the people. Jesus never came and forced us to worship him. He gave his life and he led by example. He laid down his life so that we, the people, would see that and we would choose. We would choose to want to worship him because of that, or choose not to. But literally, what these people are about is ushering in this agenda to where we're forced to worship an antichrist, to where we're forced to worship somebody or something that is nothing like God, where we're forced to give away all our authority and all our power as individuals and give it to the state and give it to the government so that they can run our lives, so that they can tell us what to do. They can tell us what we cannot do. They can tell us how many kids we can and cannot have. They will tell us where we will work. They will tell us how much pay we will bring in. They will completely run our lives. What is the slogan? What is the slogan that's going on now? Own nothing and you will be happy. This has to do with the Great Reset, the World Economic Forum. It has to do with the Great Reset, to where we give all our power away, all our money away, everything about us that was unique and specific and intricately detailed about us. We give all this away and give to the state. I cannot support people like this. I have no remorse for people like this. We have to speak out about things. We have to speak out about things like this, because this is much bigger than just some pastor preaching in the pulpit. This is much bigger. This is much bigger than me, than it just sounding like I'm saying some kind of rant. No. This is literally a demonic agenda that's trying to force and usher its way in. And there are a lot of leaders and a lot of people in the church that are deceived, and they do not know what they do.
Swear to the truth, nothing but the truth. Put my hands on the Bible, y'all point me to the booth. Swear to the